बोर्ड्स हैं यार, पढ़ लेते हैं. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Ananya. If you're new here, please subscribe. So the previous video I posted was regarding how you can stay motivated to study. In case you've not seen that, I'll leave a link in the description. Definitely check that out. But for today's video, I thought I'll share a few tips that will help you to study more effectively, and that will also help you to remember everything and get your syllabus and everything done in time. So without further ado, let's get started. The first and the most important tip is to get organized, and by that I mean is to have a to-do list where you've already decided everything that you want to complete during the day, and also having a decluttered and organized space, because that is very important. If you've seen my previous study vlogs, you always see that I usually start off by clearing my study table and getting rid of all the books I don't require, which is very important, because otherwise if you have a lot of stuff on the table, you're just going to be distracted by like looking at the books and the stuff that's kept. So having a clean space and being organized is the very first and most important tip that you really need to incorporate into your study routine and pattern. The next thing is to get rid of all the distractions around you, and by distractions I mean your phone specifically, because let's be honest, the phone is a really distracting element in your life that is stopping you from studying. The best way to get rid of your phone is to keep it far away from your study table and somewhere where you cannot see it. That could be under the bed, it could be on your side table, in some drawer, whatever, but it should not be visible to you. And this strategy is very helpful, because you're just too lazy to even go and get it from there. And also keep your phone on silent so that if you get any unnecessary notifications, you're not going to leave the table. If you still feel like just keeping your phone away is not enough, the best thing to do is to give it to your mom, and इसके बाद शायद तुम्हें वापस भी नहीं मिलेगा. There is chances of that also. So you can also do that. Just give it to your mom and you will not have the phone forever. The next thing is to have a study plan, and I don't necessarily mean that you need to have this fixed timetable that you're following every day. No, it could just be as simple as deciding what you have to do and when you will do it, so that you can balance out your subjects equally during the day and also have time for taking breaks and like not studying and having fun rather. So you should definitely have a study plan. Now if you've completed your syllabus, then you can have like a revision study plan wherein you can decide if you want to solve like some sample papers during the day, and then maybe you can read a chapter in the evening or in the afternoon, whatever suits you. So that's what I mean by having a study plan. I don't mean that you have to have this fixed study timetable that okay, like 1 to 2 I'm going to do this, then 2 to 3 I'm going to do this, nothing like that. But you should definitely know what you want to do and how you will accomplish it during the day. The next thing is to use a timer, and if you've seen my study vlogs, you've seen me doing that, and this tip is very effective. Like honestly speaking, it really helps you to get so much done within like a very fixed period of time. So for example, you can set a timer for 1 hour and you can say like okay, in this 1 hour I'll have to finish that chapter, and let me tell you, you will definitely finish that chapter in 1 hour. There's no two ways about it. Basically you have to study as if you're giving an exam. कि मतलब like exam में जैसे timer रहता है कि 3 घंटे में you have to finish the papers, in like a similar manner you'll set a timer for 1 hour and then you'll be like I have to complete this chapter in 1 hour no matter what happens. Basically helps you to stay focused and you're not giving your brain the time to wander around and think about things which are unnecessary. So that obviously will help you to study effectively, and you will also remember more and get stuff done in very limited period of time. The next tip is related to like making notes and stuff. So you can actually use flashcards to study more effectively. All you have to do is when you're reading a chapter, just write the questions you think that might come in the exam and which are important. Just write them on one side of paper or whatever, and then you can write the answer to that question in the back, like the key points. So when you're revising, you just have to go through the flashcard, and if you know the answer, great. If you don't, then you can always check the key points or just refer to the textbook for explanation. So that way it's easier to revise through flashcards. Like you can go through the flashcards every day. It's not time consuming at all. You just have to read the questions and you will be done. So it's also a great way to retain all the information. The next tip is that if you have a doubt, do not keep it in your mind or just do not delay it, because अगर तुमने छोड़ दिया ना तब, then you are not going to ask that ever. And if you did not understand that thing, it is definitely coming in your exam, like for sure it's going to come. So if you have a doubt, you can Google it. Obviously Google पे सब कुछ मिल जाता है, like literally anything you can find. And in case you don't by any chance, then you can just message your teacher. I'm sure they'll be ready to help you. So basically what I'm trying to say is if you have a doubt, clear it as soon as possible. But I also don't mean mean that you have to waste your time if you have a doubt. मतलब ये नहीं कि you're taking 1 hour to find the solutions and all that. No. If you can get it within 5 minutes, great. Otherwise, keep it aside, but don't forget to get the answer for your doubt. The next step is to have like a fixed study area, because that way your brain is automatically tricked into thinking कि अच्छा हाँ अब पढ़ाई करनी है, because now we're sitting at that place. I don't mean that you cannot change your place of studying, because I understand a lot of people get bored of studying at the same place, and even I do too. So usually I just study one subject on the dining table and then the other subject on my study table. So you can do that, but I do not recommend studying on your bed. Like that's something which you should never do, because let's be real, नींद तो आती है पढ़ते वक्त. So if you're on your bed, you will tend to sleep, and that will happen. So you might as well just not study there if you're planning to study effectively. The next two tips are quite interrelated. So you should prioritize your subjects. By prioritizing, I mean, like, for example, if you're a commerce student, maths and accounts are obviously difficult as compared to like economics and business studies. So you should obviously give more focus to those subjects and like devote more time to them. But I also don't mean that you should completely ignore all the other subjects like English and economics. You have to have a balance between both. Also, the next thing is that you shouldn't be doing like one subject for very long, otherwise you'll just burn out. Like for example, if you end up doing accounts for 5 hours, you might not do it for like the next week because you're like just done with that subject. So that shouldn't happen, because we need like regular practice for every subject. So you should keep switching between subjects according to your capacity. That way you won't even be bored of like just doing the same thing over and over again, and you will also cover all your subjects and have a good balance. And last but not the least, now since it's January, I'm assuming most of us have finished our syllabus or are about to finish the syllabus, and we also have a pre-board, so we have to anyway. Best way to like revise everything you've done is to solve sample papers, and you can literally find hundreds of sample papers online, and you can even like order books and stuff from Amazon or like from a local store, wherever you can get books, because sample papers is like the best and most effective way to like revise everything you've studied. So that way you know the important topics and like what comes in the exam, and if you're not good at something, then you can practice it. So sample papers is like definitely the best way of studying when you've done your syllabus. Otherwise it doesn't make sense on a syllabus and then you're doing a sample paper for no reason. That's not the point. If you're done with your syllabus, I highly recommend that you should be doing sample papers. Even I'm going to be starting my sample papers in like a few days. So yeah, that's that. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you found even like one of these tips helpful, then please don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be posting a lot of study related content now, so stay tuned for that. And also if you have any video ideas or recommendations, anything specific you want me to do, then please leave them in the comment section below. I would love to do it. And also last thing, share this with someone who you think needs to start studying already. Follow me on Instagram, and until next time, bye.